Good morning, Johnny. We are back.
Again.
To reacting to Kpop Demon Hunters. We have a reprise, an encore, if you will. EJAE, Audrey Nuna, and Rei, I think I'm saying just Rei, R-E-I? Rei Ami?
Yeah, I think so.
That's what it is.
I think so, yeah.
The HuntriX's, basically, from the film. They performed, while you were on your honeymoon, they performed on Jimmy Fallon. We've had a million requests. Some people have been very upset, thinking that we neglected. Johnny was unavailable. There's nothing I could do. So.
Marriage. just
okay.
wreaking havoc.
Okay, we're 2 weeks in, Johnny. Let's get through the first year before we start saying things like that. They performed Golden. I want to catch you up on a couple things that I'm aware of, just so you know this coming into this. So I heard like 2 seconds of this a few weeks ago. My students are singing this, and they were referencing this clip. So immediately I heard that it is in a lower key, which is very reasonable. I tell my students all the time to change the keys to fit you, like you as a singer. Now, I realize that EJAE wrote the song herself, but she didn't even know she was going to be singing it in the studio. If you're not thinking of actually singing this ever, I would just write it in the key that was the most exciting or the most challenging or whatever. Mm-hmm. So without even hearing what's coming up, I have no issue with it being in a different key. So, and the other thing is that she had bronchitis, which doesn't help singers, as you know.
No, it's actually the worst. I mean, it's, you think like getting a sore throat would be the worst because you think everything comes there, but actually bronchitis, which I've had and tried to sing with,
it's brutal.
And you're literally cough. You can't even get a syllable out without that sensation of wanting to cough.
Yes.
So, wow. And of course it happened. Just the plight of the singer. It's such a hard life. And of course, there's the big reveal on Jimmy Fallon and of them singing live. And of course you get the bronchitis. Like, it's just,
of course,
it's hard. Yeah,
it's the story of the ages. So she was over it at this point, but I just want to say bronchitis it wreaks havoc on the voice, and it takes it could be a couple weeks, it could be a few months for someone to truly get back to their 100%, because it took
me like 3 months. 3 or 4 months when
it's a big deal. It's awful. So regardless, I'm not saying that up front to say excuses, but I just want to catch you up on here's the reality of what we're going to watch. Mm-hmm. And before we do,
yes, before we do, if you haven't already, please hit like and subscribe, ring that bell so you can always keep up to date with the content we're coming out with.
Yes, and Johnny and I are going to watch this without the copyright. This is going to have this on here because it was on Jimmy Fallon, and we have to do this in order for us to react to it. Please click on the link below in the description where you can go watch the original if for some reason you haven't already. I'm guessing you have. That's why you're here in the first place. I'm going to take this off for now. Let's check it out.
Performing their #1 hit song, Golden. Once again, EJAE, Audrey Nuna, and Rei Ami from Kpop Demon Hunters.
This movie is a phenomenon.
It's insane.
And I thought it was like sort of starting to fade away, and it's resurgent. Like I checked Netflix, it's like #3 again.
Yeah.
It's got staying power, yeah.
I was a ghost, I was alone. It's okay. Given the throne, I didn't know how to believe.
How many down is it? I'm just turning the volume up on this. It's just a little quiet.
Yeah, it's a full step down, yeah.
All right, so I'm just going to back up to the beginning here. Oh, she sounds so good in this verse.
I was a ghost, I was alone. It's okay. Given the throne, I didn't know how to believe. I was the queen that I'm meant to be.
Live 2 lives, try to play both sides, but I couldn't find my own place. Got a problem, child, 'cause I got too wild.
Cool seeing it live. Those are shoulder pads too. Wow.
Bringing the 80s back. Great attack.
Bronchitis.
I'm not hearing it actually.
No. Just amazed. Not a hint of it.
Oh, you're frozen again. Will you just stop with the camera freezing?
Stop.
Let me back it up again. So I will tell you, at this point, I do not hear a hint of bronchitis. I feel like she's over it because there's certain markers or textures that stay with you after having such severe coughs and things like that. I'm not hearing any of that in her texture. To me,
No.
This key is the key that she should be singing it. Those low notes for female singer to have that rich quality sound, like if I was producing her, this is the key I would put her in, regardless if bronchitis was a factor, because it highlights a range of notes that most singers can't do well, female singers, and still the relativity of that high note is the same insanity with the G5, because it's still, whether you're in this key here to here or here to here or here to here, it's the same relativity of impact that she's bringing to the table. So I've got no issue with that.
No, I mean, I like both keys. I think, obviously the impressiveness of that high one is great. And this one, it's got the low richness. Usually it's not the case where songs can be really tricky. So when I'm producing an artist and we labor on finding just the right key, because there can be a really big difference between a half step and
this is a whole step. Yeah.
So even a half step, there can be a massive difference, and it can work in one key perfectly well, then the other one just like it just loses something, or it's like too thin if it goes up. So the fact that it works in both keys, I'm not sure if maybe it's just one of those lucky things. Maybe it's just the strength of the song, strength of her voice. But yeah, I do love the richness of her low register.
I do too.
And we just watched something the other day where she was talking about how she was, as she was pursuing her artist career, like
10 years in the trainee. Yeah,
and she was being turned down because they were saying her voice was too low or something, or it had too much of a richness to it. It's like, I love it. It's like
I think it's sexier having those lower tones and richness quality too. That was on the Sunday Shorts, by the way, so you're not going to find it in our playlist. Right. But that's a really interesting point. And then I'm just connecting this now. Think about the movie HuntriX. Like, she lost her voice, it was coming back, and then the three, like, this is all like happening in real.
Well, that's what we were commenting on with the interview, where she was saying that she was being told that her real voice, her real self, wasn't good enough.
Her real self.
And then when she when she embraced it, that's when things started happening for her, and that's the theme of the movie. Cool. Essentially, it's like,
that's so cool.
Art imitates life,
Yeah. No, this is life imitating art. It's the other way around,
right?
Which is wild. Yes. It's unusual.
I mean, it still sounds powerful up in that G.
Exactly.
Break these walls out to wake up and feel like me.
Conversational tone there.
Patterns all in the past now, and finally live like the girl they all see. No more hiding, I'll be shining.
Wow.
I want to hear that whole section again. Sorry. She's
great.
Her in this space is my favorite thing. The high notes are great, they're impressive, but when you can find a range of notes that just identifies you separately from everybody else, that's one of the most powerful things. That uniqueness is very powerful in her. Mm-hmm. Love this.
It is so long to break these walls down, to wake up and feel like me. put these patterns all in the past now and finally live like the girl they all see. No more hiding, I'll be shining like I'm born to be. 'Cause we are hunters, voices strong, and I know I believe we're going up, up, up.
Wow.
Great.
Together we're going, gonna be going up, 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 up with our voices. You wanna get this woman, gonna be golden. You know we're gonna be golden. We're gonna be wanna be glowing like every melody. You know that it's our time, no fears, no lies. That's who we're born to be.
Come on, right there!
This
EJAE, Audrey Nuna, Rei Ami, Kpop Demon Hunters is streaming now on Netflix. We'll be right back, everybody!
what's even crazier is that this is actually her first like public like real performance. When she was training, she didn't land anything. Can you imagine that
Yeah.
scenario of years of feeling like some level of rejection?
I thought
And-
this was the reveal for at least this song. I didn't know that was her.
I think it's a reveal for. Correct me if I'm
For-
wrong in the
yeah.
comments, but I believe that's the case. So
Yeah.
close in development and everything else, and then finding her path as a songwriter, landing the line because oh my god, her voice, especially again in those bottom two octaves, she doesn't need any auto tune, she doesn't need any assistance. It's just this rich, beautiful sound, conversational tone, and then to take over the world. Like that's amazing.
Literally. No, I was thinking the same thing. It's just so nice when somebody like that gets their due finally, because she's I mean, as a vocalist and a songwriter, I mean, that's just, she's so talented. And also the other members too. I mean, they're just as a collective, I mean, they did an amazing job. But obviously she's at the forefront. EJAE is, and I mean, it's a great song. I mean, whether you like pop or not, you know, and I like a good pop song. It's not necessarily my like go-to
Right.
that I listen to, but I recognize greatness, and that's a great. That is a superbly written song.
Yes.
And then obviously she recorded amazingly well in the studio, but to hear her do it live, even if it's a key lower, I don't care. It still has the power. It's still super impressive.
I didn't care going into it.
And she was sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think as far as pop music goes, I feel like this really raises the bar, going back to the writing. Just because it's bringing back a sense of melody, like just really good soaring melodies and things that weave in an interesting way, as opposed to, like, you know, some of the stuff now is sort of monotone at times,
Right.
at least to my ears. And the sophistication and just the it's sort of throwback, and it's in the way the melody sweeps through. And I hope this is like a sign of things to come, because I think it's, like I said, it raises the bar.
I see it as a vocal coach. People are taking on this, not just this song, but the songs from this movie, from the soundtrack, and it is raising the bar. They're challenging themselves, not just in range of key, but storytelling, things like that. So it's a very positive thing. Very, very cool.
So,
well, thank you, everybody,
Thank you guys
for
Yes.
recommending that one.
Indeed. And so if you're new to our channel, or if you're just unaware, we have so many more of the Kpop Demon Hunters videos that
Yes.
you can check out right now if you want to. Lots of versions of Golden that we've
In
reacted
fact,
to. But
the playlist here, everything's backward. The playlist will be right here. That was really awkward, wasn't it?
it's
In
great.
fact, you have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, there's a click the playlist and go watch it. Bye, everyone.
If you're not enticed by now, you'll never be. So go ahead.
Hopefully
See you
you've
later.
already left.